This is the axe I carry. It's a Grand Forks Books of Sweden, hand forged. These are excellent axes. They come with a very good scabbard, which keeps the axe safe. And they sharpen up beautifully. Let's see if we can get the glisten. Whenever carrying an axe, you carry the means of making sure you're safe. So that includes a good first aid kit. You can buy them ready-made, but as the time goes on, you will find out what you need and what you don't need in that first aid kit, and you add bits and bobs. There's a lot of blister kit in here, for instance, which you wouldn't see. Second skin. I've also got some gaffer's tape, and that's great for once the plaster's on your body, gaffer tape over top, it doesn't go anywhere. Any wet destroys plasters. So as soon as you pick an axe or a knife up, you pick your first aid kit up. Also, when it comes to knives and axes, you take a sharpening tool. This is a purpose-made one. It has two grits on it, fine and coarse, and these are great for your axe sharpening, designed by the same company. The plastic mould itself, you can fill with water on the one half, fill it in so the stone absorbs the water, and repeat on the other side. So that's very handy. When you're taking sharpening stones to the wood, one of the hardest things is finding a container to actually fit your stone in. This is a Moray bushcraft clipper knife. The value of these are about £10 to £20, depending where you buy them, eBay or any of the bushcraft sites. And these are an excellent starter knife. I carry these now all the time as a backup knife. This axe ranges from anywhere between £60 to £100, but I'll repeat again, this is the small forest axe. You get other ones which are small handled axes, up to real large log splitters or even double-headed ones. Complete range they sell. This is the one I've settled for. He's small enough to carry, but he's big enough to take on heavier jobs. The clipper knife is an excellent knife. The only downside, I don't like the sheath, a bit plasticky, but this one's got a clip on the belt clip, which comes off really quick and easy, so you can pack it away if you're going to urban and you don't want your knife showing, which is something to consider these days. But that's the Moray bushcraft knife. I personally carry a custom-made bushcraft knife. To replace this now, this is a Ray Mears one I got given to me for a Christmas present. To replace this now would cost me up to £800, or if I went through his site, there's about a 5-year waiting list. But this was given to me for a gift. On my knife sheath itself, I always carry the means of lighting a fire, which is one of these ceramic rods. This is actually from a Light My Fire range in the large. I've actually glued on a bit of antler, which I use for digging roots and things like that, and it just feels more nicer in the hand. But start off with this basic striker, no problem there. I've got a little Burgess cutlery pouch. Go on, out. That I carry my tinder with. This is cotton wool. There's a small torch and rubber tire in there. And that's a way of lighting a fire under any conditions in that pouch. The sheath itself can be bought, and it holds the fire steel in it. Although a lot of people use the back of their knife for the striking of the fire. Give you an example. These just produce shards. And that's fine. But I don't like using my knife for that purpose, so I carry that with it. But this flops around. So what I've done is put an elastic band around my sheath, which holds it. Also, from occasion, this may fall out, and that catches it, save you losing it. If you're not taking an axe, a lot of the books say about machetes. This is the one I carry. This is designed by Lofty Wildsman and it's called the Lofty Wildsman Survival Tool. They are expensive. I've had this now 15-20 years. He's still sharp and he's still strong. But the British Army Glock machete you can buy, they're very good machetes and they'll do the job for you as well. But I don't generally carry the two. It's either the machete or the axe. When putting your machete away, you always make sure it's closed safely so you don't lose it or cut yourself or fall down and cut the person behind you. When it comes to saws, this is a Laplander saw, very popular in bushcraft now. Value of this, they're about £20, £25 you can pick these up for, and they're excellent. When the dull blade gets dull, you can buy replacement blades as well for them. They're excellent. Another small saw I've picked up in the past is what they call a Pocket Boy. You can find them on a Ray Mears website, and they're very good as well. The Pocket Boy cuts on the reverse when you pull towards you, which is quite unique, and that's very good for when you're in tight corners and you're catching branches that are up against other trees. I carry a camera for photographing, binoculars for observation of wildlife and things like that, and I carry a survival pouch. The survival pouch will contain my survival tin. Trueways do a very good survival tin, or BCB do a good survival tin. And if you go for the combat version, there's a few chemicals in there like potassium permanganate, which you can't get anywhere else really. Also, the cordage I carry is paracord. And you may notice this hasn't come off my person. If you practice enough survival and bushcraft, you'll realise if you lose your rucksack, which contains most of this kit, all you've got is what is on your person, and as long as you're not cut in half or been lazy and put this down, this should always be on you. This gives you the ability to make fire, build shelter, collect water and purify it, and also with food, either trapping game or helping to dig up roots and things like that.